Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 33 of the FIFA 19 My Player Career, and we're starting off today's episode with some more Champions League action. This is the second game, I believe, of the group stage games of the Champions League, and we've started off fairly well. We want to go on and try and win this one and then hopefully continue on, because I think after this one we take on Real Madrid. So it's going to be a tough one for ourselves. We don't have quite the funds or the players to really compete with the big teams, but because we are in fairly decent form and Kai's on fire as well, maybe we can cause a shock or two. Remember, we did win the Premier League last season, we won the Europa League too, so fingers crossed we can keep on shocking the world and hopefully go on and beat Real Madrid. We have them twice, of course, because it is the group stage games, and there's a perfect way to start off today's episode. A nice little goal there for Adama 7 minutes in, and it is Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, CSKA Moscow 0. And this is the first Champions League game as well at Molineux. So big day for the fans and for the club, and the perfect way to start. Nice little play there, playing like Barcelona around the edge of the area. I think all those front four had a touch in that one. Well, there we go, first goal of the Champions League then for Adama. I'm sure he's going to get a few more before we do either get knocked out or go all the way and win it. Do you think we can win this trophy in this last season at Wolves? Hopefully we can. Be a nice little send-off here for Wolverhampton Wanderers. But you never know what could happen. It's the third season here with Wolves, the third and final, so winning the Champions League would be absolutely fantastic as we go through there. And a second goal of the game for Wolverhampton Wanderers, less than half an hour gone, and things are going absolutely superb for us right now. I think it was Kai who nodded that one on as well. We'll have to have a look at the replay, but it is Papadopoulos who was there at that far post, and it was a simple finish in the end for him, nobody really around him. And open wide goal, 2-0 it is for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let's just see who nodded this one on. It is Kai. He nodded it on, and boom, he was just in there ahead of the defender Papadopoulos, and he scores his first goal in the Champions League. I think that's his first goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers as well. And so into the second half we go. As you can see, 8 minutes remaining, still leading by 2-0. But right now it is CSKA Moscow trying to get themselves back into it, but time is running out. And are they going to find a late goal though? Come on, all the shots in, and straight. How did the goalkeeper not keep that one out? Straight at him and straight past him as well, unfortunately. Well, that gives Moscow a chance, or CSKA a chance to get themselves back into this game. 2-1 it is. We've got just over 5 minutes remaining, and then whatever is added on, of course. But Shalov, he is the one who scored that goal that brings them back into this game slightly. 5 minutes remaining. Don't lose this, guys. Don't lose the 3 points. We really do need the 3 points going into the 2 matches against Real Madrid in a week or so's time. Here is Kai just outside the area. Goes for the shot, and it's snuck into that bottom low corner. There we go. 3-1. We've got the 2-goal advantage again. That's what we like to see. The kickoff goals are OP on FIFA, but when they're working your advantage, you may as well clap and applaud them. And it is, of course, Kai getting on the score sheet, his first goal of the game. And boom, beautiful little finesse finish just past the goalkeeper then. Wolverhampton Wanderers 3, CSKA Moscow 1, sorry. And that is Kai's first Champions League goal of his career, first of the season. And I'm sure there will be many more to come from him. Just like I said, for Adama, 2 players which can get on the score sheet fairly regularly for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And now we'll just wait for that final whistle to blow, and it will be a victory in Europe. There we go. 3-1, 3 points in the bag. And next up then in the Champions League, we do take on Real Madrid. I don't know if we're home or away for that first game, but we'll find out soon enough. We have been chosen for the upcoming World Qualified games for England again, taking on Denmark and Norway. We will get both of those games played in today's episode once we have taken on Southampton away from home in the Premier League. Let's see how we get on then against the Saints. We are in decent form right now, top of the Premier League table, I believe still. We are playing in our all-white kit today with the little black trim, and of course the golden Premier League Champions bag on our arms. So can we go out and get the victory? A good victory in midweek against CSKA Moscow at home. And we want to continue on with that good form, especially with the international break coming up. We want to take the 3 points here, so we can rest easily for a week or so once we do play these games for England. Into the second half, we have still not scored. We've had most of the game here. but lacking a bit going forward, and Kai's shot there, I think that took a deflection. He's not had the best of games. As you can see, we are into the second half and his rating is a 5.5, and it did take a deflection there just off the boot of the Saints player. Cleared away. 50 minutes gone, still Southampton 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. At least Kai was getting in on the shots at least, and he's pushing forward here, playing more as a cam, even though he is set to a central midfield player. And here's a chance. Donis, low driven shot just wide of the Southampton goal. We're getting closer, boys. We are getting closer. Aranguiz, he's going off. I think that was Trigueros who's come on in his place. Let's see here, top left corner. It is Trigueros who comes on in his place. So 25 minutes to try and make himself a mark or make himself a hero, and to hopefully get us the 3 points. Kai's performance has improved slightly. He's up to a 6.3 right now. He was 5.5 at the start of the second half, and here he is going all the way through, and he's pulled a goal in. There we go, 7.4 he jumps up to. It's his second goal in 2 games now for Kai, and that may just be the winner. We've got less than 5 minutes to play here, and will that be the winning goal? It should be. Nice little 1-2. Oh, it wasn't a 1-2 actually. It was the other player who played it through. But nice little through ball who found Kai to score his 3rd Premier League goal of the season. Not too bad from midfield. And I'm sure there's going to be some more to come. Maybe some for England in today's episode would be nice. I don't think he's scored for England yet. Have we got our first England goal yet? I don't think so. So maybe it'll come in those World Cup qualifiers. Yeah, but right now waiting for that final whistle to blow. Still leading by that single goal from Kai. And we do have possession. There is Kai. Didn't even have the last touch of the ball, but we'll take the victory. 1-0, 3 points in the bag. And now, of course, it is the international break. We are rated 87 rated, as some of you may have already noticed. And as you can see, we are meeting all of our objectives so far. He also picked up the Player of the Month award yet again. I think that's 2 in a row now for Kai in the Premier League, those Player of the Month awards. So let's have a little bit of a break from the domestic action. We do travel down to Wembley Stadium, where we meet up with the English boys to take on Denmark. This is a World Cup qualifier, so of course an important match. We want to go out and get the victory, especially being at home. We've got to be the favourites for this match, but of course Denmark do have some players, dangerous players as well, of course, who can cause an upset in this match. So we need to concentrate. And Dolberg, he is our teammate, of course. And we've given away a penalty. 4 minutes gone, and Harry Maguire has given away a penalty. This is not the start that we wanted here in the World Cup qualifiers at Wembley. It was Christian Eriksen challenging for the ball, but Harry Maguire just took him down. A little bit harsh there. But let's see. Pickford in goal then for England. Let's see if he can be the hero here for us today. Shot comes in. Poor penalty, and he does get down low. He makes the vital save, and the score remains England 0, Denmark 0. But what a chance that was for Denmark to go in front here at Wembley. Thankfully, they couldn't do so. Christian Eriksen with that corner does go out of play there for another corner, but they didn't come anything from that one. Raheem Sterling it was, clearing it behind. But onwards we go then, and another chance on target. The deflection almost going towards the others. I think, I don't know who that was actually on that right side for Denmark, but it was Luke Shaw who was challenging him and just get the ball behind. So it was another corner there for Denmark, cleared forward. And it's been, as you can see there, 6 shots so far, all from Denmark and none from England. So it's been all Denmark here at Wembley, which is a bit of a surprise, but maybe a chance here. Kai just pulling it back, a bit of space opens up, lays it off in the middle, but what a save that was. Our first shot on target. Harry Kane finally getting in on the action. It didn't take long, did it? Just 47 minutes for it to happen. Jesus Christ. But what a good save that was from Kasper Schmeichel. Fantastic save from him, keeping the scores level here at 0-0. Well, it looks like we're going to be going into the break all level, unless Kai can do a little bit of magic here. Pulls it back, crosses, and another shot on target. So 2 late shots in this first half for England. At least we don't end the half shotless. And let's see, we've got 4 minutes remaining. Still England 0, Denmark 0. It's been a tough game here for England. And with Kai in form, the other players have just not really done much. But as you say that, you know, Kai's not had the best of games really. He's on a 6.9. He's trying to go all the way through. A little bit too much on that pass. And Schmeichel with the easy save in the end. So 0-0. Final whistle is soon to be blown any second now. So disappointing draw here at Wembley. As I said, we were the favourites and we really did need to win that one. But it's still early stages of the World Cup qualifiers, so it's not the end of the world. At least we didn't lose at least. But let's jump into the second World Cup qualifier games of today's episode. As you can see in the bottom left there, Kai's played 18 games so far this season. So he's had a busy year. Played many games in both League and Cup and of course the international matches. Hopefully this one though goes a little bit better than the game at Wembley Stadium did against Denmark. We have to be a bigger favourites for this game than we were against the Denmark team. But let's see how we get on. Hopefully we can get Kai in on the score sheet as well. Norway have a couple of decent players. Joshua King, of course, has always got goals in him. Dele Alli, can you see the run of Kai? He can. Kai controls it and places it underneath the goalkeeper to give us an early lead. We had early action in the last match against Denmark where they had a penalty early on. Failed to score though, thankfully for us, because it did end 0-0 in the end. We wouldn't have got a point if they did put that one away. And then of course Adama scored early on for us for Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm thinking orange kits, Hull. So similar to Wolves, getting all twisted here right now. But onwards we go. We're leading by a goal to nil. Just over 10 minutes played. Kai crosses near post, headed away. Only as far as Dele Alli with a cracking effort. Forced the save there from the goalkeeper. And Norway are going to get this ball clear. But what an effort that was from the Tottenham midfield. I think it's still at Tottenham anyway. Good effort. Onwards we go though. 20 minutes played. Still England leading by that single goal. Kai's picked up a yellow card as well. Not sure what that was for. But that one's played out wide. Need to get the cross in. He's got 4 in support. Cross comes in and there is. Was it Kai? Kai's running away, but so too is Rashford. I think it was Rashford who got his head to it. Originally, because Rashford was on the floor, I thought for a second it was Kai who headed that one in for his first goal of the game. For his second goal of the game. But yeah, it's Marcus Rashford who does get his first goal of the game and gives England a 2-goal lead. I can't see Norway fighting their way back into this game now. 2 goals behind, and we're pretty dominant as well so far. But look at this, they both went for it, but Rashford just in front of Kai. I think Kai would have headed that one in anyway. But Marcus Rashford, he gets his second World Cup qualifiers goals of the campaign as we head into the final minutes then. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. A couple of decent results there. A bit of a disappointment one against Denmark, but still we are pushing on, doing well in the Champions League, and it looks like we may be qualifying fairly easily as well for the World Cup. So hopefully we can continue on with this kind of form. This one looks like it's going to be ending 2-0. So leave a like if you did like today's episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. We were very close now to 11,000 subscribers. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.